everyone, and welcome back to another week of Paprika's Craft Corner. This week I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful paper rose. Now these are amazing. You can use them to decorate for parties and weddings. I use them in a play for Alice in Wonderland. They're absolutely wonderful and really simple to make. So here we go.
Okay, so first things first is to gather our materials. So we need our crepe paper. This is a double-sided crepe paper. You can order this online. I haven't found it in a store around me, so if anyone knows of any stores that actually carry this, like, let me know. But I've never seen it in stores quite like this before, but you can definitely find it online relatively easily. So crepe paper, you may like see this in like floats. I've seen it there, or decorations at parties and events, that kind of stuff. One thing to note about it is the grain. You'll see the grain is going up and down. So we want our pattern to go with the grain. So when we're making these flowers, we want the petals to go up this way with the grain. Not this way, but this way. Okay. So first thing after you get your paper is to get your template. So I made these. I based them off of a template that was online. So it's just like a kind of a heart shape. I mean, it is a heart shape, but it's a very easy heart shape. It's not, there's not a big dip here or anything. It's just kind of eased into it, just like a flower, and then a teardrop shape. Okay. So you want 5 or 6 of these, 15 of these. You need a lot for the actual rose. Okay. So, so what you can do is you can trace them out onto the crepe paper. I'm going to start with these. I suggest using a pen if you're going to do it this way. You can also if you have the bigger piece of paper and you have the template just kind of drawn on there, you can staple the whole thing here and then cut it out together if you want. I didn't do that because 1, I don't have a printer to just print out a template and do that. But 2, you would need like so many pieces of paper to do that. And I just think it's easier to just go with it this way and just trace it. So you do need to trace it with a pen. You can't really use a pencil. Crepe paper and pencil, like you can see, it just doesn't, it's not great. So use a pen. And if you do use a pen, just make sure that you cut on the inside line of the pen so you don't have those pen marks in your actual flowers. Okay, so I'm just going to trace around it like so. Okay, ta-da! So then, like I said, when I cut, I'm going to make sure that I'm cutting in the line. Not on the outside, but in the line. That way I don't end up with the line on my actual flower. Okay, so I'm going to trace and cut these out, and then I will show you the next steps. I forgot to mention, while you are tracing these out, in case you're worried that you're going to run out of room, you can flip them around like this in order to save some space and kind of alternate between up and down, as long as the lines still go towards the point of the heart template, then you are good to go. Okay, so I have all the hearts and the teardrops cut out. So what I'm going to do now is fold them or bend them in a way that makes them look like petals. So what you're going to do is you just hold it like this and you just kind of pull. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I want the darker pink to be on the inside and this to be on the outside. Okay. So that's why I'm pulling this way. Then you're going to take something. It can be a dowel rod. It can be a pencil, paintbrush, literally anything that can just kind of give you something to roll the edges over. And you just roll them over. Give it another nice little tug. And there you go. Okay. So here again, just so you can see it. This is why I love crepe paper. Like, it makes this awesome kind of snapping sound, crackling sound when you pull it. And it really looks like petals. Now I'm not going to go all the way down here and pull because I want this part to be the flared part, and I want this is going to be attached to the stem. So I don't want it to be pulled apart. Now for the teardrops, you just the same thing, pull. Look at that's already basically right. And then I'm just going to do a little bit up at the top. You don't have to. Depends on how you want your flower to look. Okay. So then you're going to end up with all of your petals looking like they are beautiful and ready to go. So I have 15 of these. I have 5 of these. So then I'm going to take some floral wire. What did I do with my floral wire? So I have 3 pieces here. You can, so if you're making a bigger rose, there's a few online that you can see. When I first learned to do this, I made a much bigger one because I was doing this for a play, Alice in Wonderland, and I wanted it to be huge. So this one's a little smaller, and I don't want to make the full stem because this, I really want just the bloom. I want the blossom as for decoration. If you want to make a full stem, let me know, and I can show you how to do that. But this is just a little one here. I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to fold it in half. So this is just floral wire. You can pick it up just about anywhere. And I'm just going to kind of twist it a little bit. Just to, you know, make it sturdy. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take my first piece here. Kind of determine where I want it to be. It is going to roll around within it just a little bit more. So it's going to kind of be like this. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, you do want to have a good sturdy amount on the actual wire. That way you have that support. If you put it way up here, it's not going to have enough support. So you do need it to, it looks like it's about halfway around. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is use floral tape. And I hate floral tape, but it works great for this. So here I have some green floral tape, and you kind of pull on it, it's going to change color. And floral tape, it sticks to itself really well, but it's got this weird feeling to it. I'm just not a fan of floral tape at all. So anyway, okay, so there's the beginning of our rose. I'm going to go with the next layer here, and just going to keep going. Okay. wrapping and very tired hands, you have a beautiful rose. Now you can, like I said, there's it is possible to make this like longer. You can even add some greenery down here if you want. This is not what I was making this for. I wanted it to just kind of be just a pretty bud to set out. So that's up to you, and if you do want me to do a video on that, just let me know. So I'm going to go through and just kind of adjust the petals a little bit. Like I said, these are like so much fun, and they're so beautiful. They're so pretty. You can use them for all kinds of things. I used them for Alice in Wonderland. When we did that, I just kind of set these out, made them even bigger, you know, otherworldly because it's in Wonderland. You can do different colors, all kinds of things. Let your imagination soar with this. They're beautiful, and I love them. So right now I'm just kind of adjusting a little bit, just giving it a little bit of a little reshaping now that they're actually in. Of course, as I mentioned, I hate floral wire, but it does work, and it worked really well for this. Let me get a higher view here. There you go. There is your crepe paper rose. And I hope you have fun making this.